Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Yassine, and welcome to the first episode of Homescreen Wars. And this is a series where we'll be talking about Android home screen setups because I love customizing my Android home screen and sharing it with you guys. So this series is going to be all about the Android home screen. And I want you guys to submit your home screen setups. There's an email down below in the description, homescreenwars@gmail.com. And I want you guys to send in your home screens and your Android setups. I want you guys to include the launcher you're using, the wallpaper you're using, the icon packs, and anything else that you are pretty much using to customize your home screen. And then in the next episode, which is going to air 2 weeks from now, I'm going to pick 5 of my favorite home screens that you guys submitted. And I'm going to just display them for people to see and talk about everything that's in those home screen setups and Android setups. And then you guys are going to be able to pick a winner out of those 5 people. There'll be a little card up here on the screen where you can vote for which is your favorite, and the winner is going to get a Google Play gift card, and that's for you to buy more stuff to customize your home screen, whether it's icon packs that are paid for or getting the pro version of launchers. And then that way you can take your home screen setup to the next level, because this whole series I'm just making it about Android setups because I love customizing my Android setup, and I know you guys love that. So that's a thing now. This is episode 1, and if you want to submit your home screen setup, then all you got to do is go down to the description. There's an email, homescreenwars@gmail.com, and just submit your Android home screen setup. Make sure you include your name and any other social media or YouTube that you have, because if I pick yours and showcase yours, then I'll also include your YouTube links or Twitter, Instagram, whatever that you want to include in the email. And that is what we're going to do moving forward. Since this is episode 1 and I don't have home screens that I went through from your submission, I'm going to show you guys my home screens. And there are 2 home screens that I use, and I'm going to go through them and let you guys know which launcher they are, icon packs, and all that stuff. And I've been flip-flopping back between these 2 home screens. Can't decide which one that I really like, but so I switch every couple of weeks. Anyway, if you guys have any questions about the home screens that I'm going to be showing you guys today or the Android setups, then let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be over there answering questions. But let's just jump right in and show you guys exactly what I'm rocking on my Android phone. My first setup is Eevee Launcher, and this is a very nice and minimal launcher. It's got a couple of things that I like about it, but mainly it's fast, so that's why I use it. And it's got an app drawer that you can use, and you can put the app drawer in grid or in format of just a list, and you can use that if that's what you prefer. But I like to keep mine in a grid format. So before we get in, at the bottom right there, if somebody's wondering, that's just my Samsung Pay that's set up. And then to get my navigation buttons to look like that, I have a theme running on my Samsung Galaxy S9, and you can get that by going to the theme store, if I could find that. And then right there you can search for this theme that I'm using, which is called the Pixelized D. And that's the theme that I'm using, and all you gotta do is search for that name and you'll find it, download it, and install it, and then it's going to make everything look like it's stock Android, or as close as you can. Like the notification shade is gonna look like this at the top, and then the navigation buttons are gonna look like that. But anyway, let's get to Eevee Launcher. So this is how I have Eevee Launcher set up, and the icon pack that I'm using right now is, I believe, called Flight or Flight Light. Let me see if I pull this up. It's called Flight Light, and there's also Flight Dark. And the reason I have both of them downloaded is because based on my wallpaper, I need the icons to either be light or to be dark. And I just have the main ones that I use: the phone, the Messenger, the WhatsApp, pictures, camera, and then I have little folders that I use a lot. I have my little Tesla app right there because a lot of times with the car, it may not recognize the phone, and then you have to open up the app and unlock the doors, but most of the time it does that. And then there's other miscellaneous stuff and social media stuff. So one cool thing is, if you look into my buying folder, you'll see there's only 4 icons, but the Chase icon, which is the bank that I use, is in the middle. And normally it's not like that. So the reason I have that is because I downloaded an application called Blank, I believe. Let me see, app info. It is called Blank Icon. And right in here next to the Chase is actually a blank icon that I can move around, put it in the middle, or I can click it and move it to the side. It's hard to see, but I think you guys understand what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep everything symmetrical, and that's really all I have for this launcher. Now if you double tap, because there's gestures for the launcher. So if you double tap it, it'll give you a search, and that way you could search for anything that's on your phone. Another thing is if you pull down anywhere, you'll be able to pull down the notification shade, and I believe you can do that in the regular Galaxy Samsung UI, but I like that. And if we jump into the settings, there's a few other things that you can change on the gesture, like for instance the home button. I have it for Google Now, so if I'm at home and I tap home, then the Google Now pops up and I can just press home again to go home. And this little application that you guys see on the home screen that's showing the date and the battery level at the bottom is from an application called Overdrop. And this is an application that shows you the weather. So I like it for using it for the weather, but it's also got a few widgets that are built into it. So to load it up, just like any other widget, you hold the home screen, hit the widget, and you find the actual overdrop somewhere here in the middle. And there it is. And then you select the size that you're looking for. And once you do that, you press and hold, bring it to the home screen, and you are presented with the widgets. Like I said, it's got a handful of widgets. So I'm just gonna scroll through some of them. Now, most of them are free, but some of them say Pro, and then you have to pay to get the Pro edition. But if you do win that giveaway, the Google Play Store gift card, then you can definitely afford one of these. So make sure you submit your home screen setup so you could be entered into that, and hopefully you get picked. But this is the one that I have and that I'm using. I really do also like that delicate one, but that is what I'm using for the widget up there. And this is my setup for EV Launcher. So for my second setup, I'm using Apollo Launcher, and this one is just like a ultimate minimal. There's no apps or anything on the home screen, and there's just this nice writing. So I don't have any other pages set up except for this one page. And if you scroll to the left, you'll see something that Apollo Launcher has, which is like a Google Now feed. So it gives you all information of stuff that you select in the little settings area, and you can pick your favorite cards or the type of information you want to get in this Apollo hub. And the other cool thing about it is it shows you your recent apps. So if you exit an app, then you can just swipe back here and go into the app back again real quick. It shows you the weather, and it's got these two boosts on the top, which one boosts your RAM management for your phone, and the other one boosts your battery. So if you want to use that, you can go ahead and use that, and then you just can either turn that off if you don't want to use it at all. But this is the main part of my setup. So the first widget you see at the top tells you the time, the date, and that is from Zooper widget, and the plugin is called Flat Material Zooper. I'll put that down below in the description. And also the widget in the bottom is also from the same Flat Material Zooper. And what I like about the one on the bottom is that it's actually written in words, and it says now it's 8:10 on Thursday, 13 September. And the cool thing about that is when you click on those little highlighted sections like the time and the date and the city, then it will actually take you to things that correspond to that, or you can change it to whatever you mean. Let me show you real quick. If I click on the 8:10, then it will jump into the clock, and that way I don't need a clock application on my desktop or on my home screen. And if I need to get into the maps, then all I click in is the location that I'm at, which is Columbus, and I click on it and it'll open up the maps. And that is what I really like about this setup. And honestly, that's like the best part of this setup, is the fact that I don't need to put any icons in the home screen, and I can just click on those two little things and it'll show me exactly what I need. Now, one part that I've been having a really hard time with is the weather. If you look at the weather, it says unknown with question mark, and when you click on it, it doesn't open up anything. I've tried everything to go into the settings, to go into the layouts and find exactly which one the weather one is and try to change it up, but I couldn't figure it out. I went ahead online and read forums and Reddit and everything, and I think it's an issue with Zooper widget, but I'm not sure about that. I just wanted to put that out there so that you guys know. So if you guys have a solution to that, then definitely let me know in the comment section down below. And then you also have the Google search bar at the bottom that has the phone, a messenger, email, and browser, and all those icons are also hot icons. So that means if I click on the phone icon, I can open up my contacts. And then if I open up the browser, then I can go ahead and open Google Chrome and do my searching. So that's the whole idea behind this setup. It's to minimize your home screen so that you don't have anything. And right now I'm still running the same wallpaper because I just switched between the two different launchers. And you do get an app drawer. All you gotta do is swipe up from anywhere on the home screen and you'll see all your apps on your in your app drawer. And when you're done, all you gotta do is swipe down and they go away. And that's really what I like about this setup, that it's very minimal. And if there's an app that's not shown in these hot words but it's something that I recently used and I just swipe over and it's going to be in my recent apps anyway. But if there's anybody that knows anything about the weather issue that I'm having, then definitely let me know in the comment section down below. So that was my Android setup, and I really love these two setups because they're very minimal, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions about these setups, then definitely leave me a comment in the comment section right below that like button. I'll be over there answering all your questions. And don't forget to submit your home screen setups at homescreenwars@gmail.com, and keep your eye out for the next episode, which is going to air 2 weeks from when this video aired out. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, stay plugged.